History has an imperfect memory. It may be hard to believe, but a Frenchman, an aristocrat named Lafayette, was one of America's first and most popular heroes. Without him, this country might not have won its War of Independence. Millions of people stood waiting on roadsides and cheered Lafayette like a rock star when he traveled through America 50 years after the revolution he helped win. How did we forget one of our founding fathers?
When Lafayette's ship arrived off the coast of South Carolina, they couldn't get into the port of Charleston because it was being heavily patrolled by the British. So they sailed north to look for a safe harbor to get into.
They land at a plantation near Charleston and soon start off on the 700-mile journey to Pennsylvania. Lafayette and his men travel for more than a month by carriage, on horseback, and finally on foot. It's not until July 27, 1777, that Lafayette and the 6 other exhausted French soldiers arrive in the capital city of Philadelphia. He finds out where the Continental Congress is meeting, walks up, and knocks on the door of Independence Hall. In June, Washington sends reinforcements. Lafayette sets off after Cornwallis with 5,000 men across Virginia to Yorktown on Chesapeake Bay.
Lafayette thought it would be very important to get accurate information about what was happening within Cornwallis's compound. Lafayette sent a number of spies, one of which was a slave named James Armistead.
James Armistead, an African-American slave, is one of the first known American secret agents. James infiltrates the British camp. He feeds Cornwallis false information and tells Lafayette what the British general is planning.
Cornwallis was an extremely competent officer, and yet he was ultimately outmaneuvered by this young French general.
Washington learns Lafayette has Cornwallis pinned down on the Virginia coast and races south. But he fears the promised French fleet will arrive too late to prevent the English from escaping by sea. On August 14th, 25 French warships are sighted at the mouth of the Chesapeake River. Thanks in part to Lafayette's diplomacy, Comte de Grasse, the admiral of the French fleet, arrives in time to attack the English flotilla that has come to rescue Cornwallis.
Admiral de Grasse chased the British fleet off and back to New York. Then Cornwallis had no avenue of retreat from Yorktown.